Hello everybody, I'm back with another knife review. I've gotten a few responses so far for my knife reviews, and the one main complaint is that my lighting is kind of bad, and I apologize for that. So hopefully this one will be a lot better. I found some more settings on my camera that I could use as opposed to adding more light. So I think this one does look like it's a lot brighter. So anyway, today I have a 5.11 tactical series knife to show you. I'm very impressed by this knife, mainly because how well it's built. And I haven't really seen very much written about this, so I thought I'd do a review. I've had this knife for only about a couple months or so. But let's go and open it up. This is from the Torani series, a tactical series knife by 5.11. Comes in a little case like this. It does have a padded case, which is nice, but this is what I like the most. It has a torque screw, or the screwdriver, torque screwdriver for removing the clip, so kind of nice little addition. So let's go and move this out of the way. This knife is called the First Responder, and as you can tell, it's a big knife. I mean, look at that in my hand. And I mean, small medium hands size is what I have, but this is just a massively big knife, unbelievable. And you'll notice too, because the weight is unbelievable on this thing. It's very heavy. You know, not the heaviest knife, but is very weighty. This is not something I would put in my pocket, only because you wouldn't walk right. So get up close here with the camera. It's got the G10 scales on there. Pretty grippy, very nice. I mean, this one won't slip out of your hands. Pocket clip is 4-position mountable here, so it's tapped on all 4 corners, which is a very nice feature. I wish most knives will do this. Now, because of this G10 and it has the really tight pocket clip, this probably will shred your pants pocket if you choose to use it that way. It is a very solid pocket clip. I mean, listen to this. It's not going to go anywhere if you do clip it to anything. Now, so let's open the blade up. The first thing I'm going to tell you before I open it all the way up is that this has a really bad blade length to handle ratio. See, you notice that it comes to here, right? So it looks fine, but when you open it up, you got the extra finger choil here, just like most Spydercos do, which means your blade becomes just a 3.5-inch blade. So, and this knife overall is like 9 inches long, so it's a very long knife and very heavy. But this is S30V steel. It is imported. The knife retails for about 120 bucks, and I think this is an excellent value for a knife of this type, because it's overbuilt, completely overbuilt. Take a look at this width of a blade here. This is a 4mm width, and because there's an absence of a grind here, it's 4mm all the way down to about the tip. I mean, it's excellent. I'd be hard pressed to find anyone. I challenge anyone to try and break this knife any way they can. I don't think you'd be able to do it. It's a frame lock, and see how thick the frame is right here as well. Unbelievable. I mean, this is just a tough knife. These are just G10 slabs put on top just for grip. I mean, really, look, it is a frame lock, and this is a very strong frame lock. Here, I'll listen to the click on this thing. Hear that? That thing is tight. One of the very few knives I can't close with my left hand because I don't have enough strength to pull it back with my left hand and then grab the blade as well. I could do it with my right hand, but I just cannot do it with the left hand. It doesn't flick out very easily, so if you were to just not give it any wrist flick, it's not going to go anywhere. But with the nice wrist flick, it comes straight out. Very nice. Left hand is the same thing. The pocket clip doesn't get in the way, but I can't do it very well with the left hand. There you go. And there's 6 torque screws that hold this monster together. I'm sorry, 5 torque screws that hold this monster together. I can't count. And there's a pivot screw here that is adjustable. I was thinking about doing that since this is kind of a stiff opener. It is partially serrated. Has a very nice belly on here. Very nice point too for any piercing or whatnot if you need. I believe this is a hollow grind. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This is like a convex grind. And I mean, awesome. I mean, look at the jimping on this. Jimping here, jimping here, jimping on the back, jimping on here, and this is all functional jimping. Even the ones on the blade, it is a coated blade, but it's so sharply cut that it will afford a lot of grip. I mean, you will not slip out of it. That in combination with the G10, yeah, this knife is not leaving your hand unless you let go of it. And oh, where'd it go? Here it is. The giant, large lanyard hold. Love this. Very good. So, and there's a strike plate on the back in case you need to hammer into something or someone. So I was going to show you a quick comparison of how this knife stacks up in size. So I'll leave that there. So the first lineup here, I have here a 551, a Benchmade 551, BM 551 full-size Griptilian. So you can tell how much larger that is. All right. So the next one I have, I was like, okay, well maybe this will be larger. This is a Zero Tolerance 300 series knife, and we'll stack up. Now this is about the same size, as you probably see, maybe the camera angle, but this may be a tiny bit longer, maybe about the same. So, and this is a 4-inch blade, by the way, because of that choil, it makes it a 3.5-inch blade. So, but I finally found one knife that was actually rivals it in size. That would be my CRKT M21-14 DSFG. Now look at this bad boy. So this is the only knife I have in my collection that's actually longer, folding knife wise, longer than the First Responder. And here's the thing too, First Responder is way more solidly built. It is heavy. This knife is light. This is really heavy. Look at the difference in blade thickness. Unbelievable. This is a oscillatively. So, but either way, I'd much rather wail on this one than I would on this one. This one is just, I mean, if crap hit the fan and I had to take one knife out of my entire collection to leave on an emergency situation, this would be it. I mean, it is that good. Very nicely built. All right. So, at any rate, maybe some specs on this. Like I said, it was a 3.5-inch blade. I believe it's 9 inches open overall. Has a strike plate. 4mm width blade, G10 scales on top of a frame lock. Now this is very, very thick frame lock, or frame lock, yeah. And this is a nicely built knife. You know, my other complaint is that the finger hole is actually a little bit too stiff, or a little bit too small. I was hoping maybe you can maybe round it out a bit. You know, just maybe like a Spyderco where it gives you a little bit of thumb ramp. So. But for a knife this size, this should be a little bit larger. But that's just my own opinion. Alright, well, thank you for watching. This is the 5.11 Tactical Series, the First Responder from Terani. Thank you.